A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better. So comes our NBA champion Boston Celtics. Last year, a terrific record from beginning to end. Could this be a dynasty in the making?
They have all the necessary ingredients when you think about their top players. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. This is a group that's locked in for the long term. They have Kristaps Porzingis, Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford returning. This is a team that has potential to win for the next 3 to 5 years, and that starts with having your key players and your top players locked in. When you think about the teams with dynasty potential in today's NBA, the Celtics have to be at the top of the list.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Walter out there with Mitchell. And it's Abaji in at the 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. There's a screen. They get it again. Pass to Walter. Barnes outside. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Barnes has got 5 now. Here's the Celtics with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Holiday. Holiday sets the pick for White. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Mitchell finds Pirtle. Here's Walter. White covering. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Walter. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Mitchell. Pirtle with a screen on Holiday. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Right side Tatum. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Horford. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Abaji. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Jason Tatum at line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. You take a look at the Celtics. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And checking out Toronto, right now, quite a ways down below.
And seeing where the Raptors are they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
And we had a feeling this is how their season was going to go. But that doesn't mean it has to continue. The pressure is on for this franchise to turn things around.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the contest.
The line for the Raptors, one shot.
On the free throw, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they weren't anywhere near as sharp as they would like to be. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. And they've got to feel good about that.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Walter. It's good from long range.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's Brown. And another miss by Boston.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Barnes can't get it to go. Boston trailing. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own building? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month. Fifth is Jaylen Brown.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Yeah, so much of it comes down to effort and energy. You can be any size, well, practically any size, and make a big difference on the glass. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
White setting the pick for Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And the response triple by Holiday. He's just so competitive.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Left block shot on the way. And he hits the jumper for two. Barnes has got 7 points in the game. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Now Barnes. Pass to Battle. And here is Olynyk. And here's Barnes for three. The rebound by Cada. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Tipped away. Out to the right wing.
And checking out the numbers for Barnes, just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
First free throw is good. Chris Boucher's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And the first one drops. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
Well, you and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Toronto with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Shed. Cans it from downtown.
3 points.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Pritchard, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pritchard's got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Hauser the pass to Keita. It's over Olynyk. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Down low, Boucher with the bounce pass. Pass to Battle. Puts up a 3. Tillman grabs the miss. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Pritchard. From past the arc, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Shed. And again, no good by Toronto.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Boston. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Keita in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Tatum unguardable at times.
And that one's good. Battle. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have and more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Barnes looking around. Hurdle with a screen on Brown. Battle passes to Purtle. And here's Barnes for three. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's White. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jason Tatum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Purtle. The kick out to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Pass to Purtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Purtle's got his second basket of the game. When you think about the great teams that we have seen and the great seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP, whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jrue Holiday. They all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades, but what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. Think about starting fives. The 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, the Celtics group has a chance to compete.
Celtics have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that one falls for White. Walter, he's checked in for the Raptors. And both free throws good for White.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Barnes passes to Abaji. Shot from 12. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Barnes.
I mean, ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Brown down low. And the shot is good. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Cornette, defended by Pirtle. That one good for 2. And Cornette's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's Pirtle. Defense right on him.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
The Raptors have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. That one is no good. And here's Boston. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Cornette over Pirtle. Cornette can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Here's White, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Find the lane. One shot.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Raptors trail by 15. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Here's Walter. Poked away. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And he converts the layup. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Yeah, just an instinctual pass by Holiday. The moment he saw the opening, he was moving the ball.
Here's Abaji. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Back to Tatum. Hits it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 8 points.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
And here's Barnes for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Holiday the pass to Cornette. And it's White, top of the key. Floats one up. It's blocked. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Holiday, the pass to Walsh. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 5.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Mobo can't hit.
solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Walsh can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 17. Now, here's Mitchell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And that one's good, Abaji.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Horford the pass to Peterson. No good from outside. Toronto's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Screen by Olynyk. Abaji, and a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. White's got 15 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And so he hits both. Raptors trail by 19. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And he can't get the first one.
Now a veteran in this league, Olynyk has carved out a nice role for himself thanks to his hustle and versatile skill set.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And still haven't hit a single free throw this quarter.
Pritchard passes to Peterson. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Battle. Olynyk sets a screen for Mitchell. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 6.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Horford with the screen on Brown. To the inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Horford up top. It's good from the top of the key. Horford's got his first points of the game.
And that's a nice play. Horford getting to his spot, ready to fire.
And it's Brown missing. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
What focus there from Holiday on the shot. He really makes the most of his looks.
And the shot is long. Celtics leading by 20. Here's Hauser. Last time out he had 14 points. Pass to Peterson. Outside Holiday. Picked by Horford. Three-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good. For 3, Mitchell doesn't go for it. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
44.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you could beat Ernie.
Hey, easy.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Raptors.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Mitchell is out there with Walter. And it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Tatum for 3. Walter pulls it in. And the Raptors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Back to Barnes. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's now 6 points for Jakob Pirtle. Holiday the pass to Bryant. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
And look, when Tatum is running the pick and roll, the majority of the time, he's looking to score.
Here's Abaji. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
White left side. Brown finds Holiday, and he drives in. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
That's good from Holiday. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, two guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walter's got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Mitchell wide open. Offline with his 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Takes a 3. Walter can't get it to go. Tatum finds Brown. White looking around. Horford has a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Horford's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's the floor stretching ability of Horford. Very hard for a defense when he's knocking those down.
Toronto calls timeout. A chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Jason Tatum.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Mitchell outside. Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got 9.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 40, Luke Cornett.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
For three, Mitchell. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his fourth rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Holiday. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Such a strong guard, Drew Holiday, finishing through contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Pass to Abaji. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Abaji's got 12 in the game.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Wide a screen on Barnes. Stolen by Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Here's Walter. Sinks the three-pointer. Walter's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Tatum. The 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Abaji. He's got 12. Here's Brown, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
He's feeling it. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Barnes outside. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's the floater. And Barnes sends it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. White the pass to Walsh. Pass to Peterson. Here's the 3. Good on the triple. Peterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Battle. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And it's Shed missing. pass to Cornette. Ball's knocked loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Battle passes to Lawson. White against Lawson. Here's Pritchard. The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Battle. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Shed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
The Raptors have made just one free throw in this one, and a lot of misses beginning to pile up.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he can't hit the second. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Pass to Brown, out to the wing. Here's Shed, 8 points for him, and the shot goes in. Shed's got 10 points. Here's Pritchard. Here's Peterson. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Boston making a switch here. Springer's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Fernando's checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Brown the pass to Boucher. Snatched away. Here's Pritchard. 13 points in the game. There's the triple. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. For Toronto, they have made just one free throw in this one, and a lot of misses beginning to pile up.
At the line for the Raptors.
Shooting
2 shots.
No good on that one. Celtics making a switch here. So he comes up empty at the line. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Boston Celtics up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Clock at 6. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Brown inside the line. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. Abaji the pass to Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Tatum. And that one's good, Barnes.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense, Barnes, he can be a producer.
Pass to Cada. Brown outside. Nailed from three-point land.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Barnes kicks to Brown. Here's Pirtle. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Raptors shooting about 42% so far, and it's good for 2. 16 points for Barnes.
In the always evolving game of Barnes, I like seeing him waste no time there, letting that one go.
A shot by Holiday, nobody around. No good with the triple. Inside, Brown, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Drew Holiday. Mitchell, he's checked in for Toronto. And that one misses. Craig, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Mitchell passes to Abaji. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And White kicks to Tatum. Pass to White. And Pirtle sends it back. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Brown. Knocked loose. It's stolen by White. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Horford high post. Over Barnes. Good D by Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
For Toronto, Bruce Brown at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
First one falls for him. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Greg, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And both free throws good for White. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Brown. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over White. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Count that one.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Mitchell, a screen on Tatum. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Barnes has got 19 points.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Brown against Pirtle. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
Walter, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Outside Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Tatum. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Horford finds Tatum. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. And the 3 off target. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Horford with a screen on Pirtle. And here's Tatum for 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And White slams it in.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Count it, good. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Drills it from outside.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Barnes outside. Pirtle, the pass to Mitchell. Knocked away. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's White. 13 feet away. And a little luck that time, but it drops. White's got 24 points.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
Takes the three. And Horford pulls it down.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Brown with it. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Brown's got 17 now, just in the second half. Pass to Abaji. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, a staple of Horford's offensive attack. He can do damage from the in-between area.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Pritchard.
Shooting for Toronto, Scotty Barnes at the line for one.
The free throw off from Barnes.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Pass to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Misses the three. The Raptors shooting reasonably well, 45%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for the?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenge every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.